Oh, 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 Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram अतुलितबलदामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनाम् अग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणाम् अधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे. Okay, so in our last class, we saw the भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे. So Hanumanji's blessings is such when you take his name, or you take Mahavir, that is his name, or you chant Hanuman Chalisa, then none of these evil spirits, bhuta, pishacha, they don't come near that person. So we saw in detail what is Pishacha, Bhuta and all those things. So we'll continue to the next verse. And so here Tulsidas ji says, it is not just the bad dreams you can get rid of, and you can get rid of any kind of diseases by chanting Hanumanji's name or Hanuman Chalisa here. So let us see the Chopai. नाशे रोगु हरे सब पीड़ा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. Japat, that means when you chant, when you do the japa, how often? Nirantara, continuously. And on who? Hanumata, that is Hanumanji, who is Veera, who is brave. So when you chant or when you do the japa continuously on the name of Hanumanji, that brave Hanumanji, what happens? Nashai Roga. So the diseases, the ailments, everything gets destroyed. They go away. They vanish. Harai takes away what? Sabpida. Not only the diseases, all the pain and sufferings are also removed. So here pira means pida, that is pain here. So all the diseases, all pains, all sufferings, and they all vanish away. So nashe rogo harai sabpida japat nirantara hanumata bira. So the chopai meaning is all diseases are destroyed and pains vanish when your powerful name is repeated constantly, incessantly. And of course, it has to be with devotion and love also. It's not just by chanting it. So actually, I don't think I have that book. Next week, I'll show you. I have a book from Ramakrishna Mission, Hanuman Chalisa book. And for each chopai, there is a picture on the left side. So that has really, really helped me. So whenever I chant the chopai, I look at that picture. So now all those pictures are imprinted in my heart. So when I chant, I remember every picture in that book. So when you have the devotion, when you have that sincerity, and when your mind is not going anywhere, anything is possible. So here, Nashay Rogo. So even if there are some kind of incurable diseases, even that can be cured. One may ask, are you sure? Yes. It is possible if you have faith and chant Hanuman Chalisa properly. And Swami Swarupanandaji says, this Tulsidas ji has not said it because due to blind faith here. Okay, many actually have witnessed the miracles when they have chanted the Hanuman Chalisa with devotion, faith, and love. And Swamiji himself, he says, I am a living proof of that one. But of course, many non-believers will say it is just a coincidence. Okay. See, so about Swamiji, his disease that he has written in a book that is called Journey to Health. What is the disease that he was going through? So, right after the Vedanta course, when he was still young, very young person, he developed severe back pain. And he couldn't even move in bed, let alone forget about even getting out of bed. Everything has to be done on bed only, and he had come to that stage. And he was diagnosed with, Mano will understand this one if I say this one. It says ankylosing spondylitis. Okay, so this particular disease, it causes inflammation of the vertebral joints and inflammation in the ligaments in the spine also. And because of that, there is a lot of pain, there is stiffness, and even the vertebrae starts fusing together over the time. And so this is the kind of disease he had. And one night he couldn't sleep. And he said, let me just chant Hanuman Chalisa today. So he started chanting Hanuman Chalisa, and with so much devotion and sincerity, he didn't even realize, it had become early morning and he had been chanting all through the night. Then he realized, see, when I'm chanting this, I never felt the pain. So that day he decided, that I'm not going to remain in bed anymore. And with Hanumanji's grace, actually he was completely cured of this disease. So as I said, last class I said that Swamiji is a great devotee of Hanumanji. And he has conducted 108, more than 108. When I read that book, it said 108. So that book was written about 4 or 5 years ago. And so now it must have been more than that. And he has done Gnana Yagnas on Hanuman Chalisa. And Swamiji loves Hanumanji so much, and he has written the commentary on the Hanuman Ashtakam. Hanuman Ashtakam is also known as Sankat Mochan. Also, it's the same book, same thing. And he has also written commentary on Hanuman Charitra, and that book is called Leap to Liberty. There he has taken just the first few Dhyana shlokas, not the whole Hanuman Charitra there. And as I said, in his book, Journey to Health, he has talked about his disease. And he has written, the faith is the one that made him be cured of that disease also. And see, all of us go through some sickness or some pain in our life. That is very natural. And this body is known as Roga Mandiram. Okay, temple of disease. And this body goes through, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. All those things. And even the 6 modifications of the body also, we know about these things. So disease is actually an inevitable companion for us. One after another, some disease or some pain will be there, especially as we are getting old also. So one devotee complained to Guruji, and he said, Guruji, one after another, this disease keeps bothering me. Guruji said, that is very good. because all of them are not coming together. It is coming one after another, so you can deal with that. Okay, so that is the way of seeing the positivity in any situation. And so when we remember Lord, constantly the problem we have, they seem very minuscule. Okay, but if we think of the problem all the time, it looks like a mountain. It's a humongous things in our life. So that's why Guruji says, don't tell God how big your problem is. Tell the problem how good, how big is your God. That is, beautiful way of putting it in, that God is greater than our problems. See, I used to teach Shishuvihar, and in Shishuvihar, one song we used to teach our little children, 3 years old, and we used to teach them, my God is so great. We used to do with action, my God is so great, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do, So, like that, God is mighty, He's more powerful than our problems here. One person came to Guruji. Of course, every day there are lots of people who come to see Guruji in Pawai. And so this is another time, he came to Guruji and he said, Guruji, my Guru is very powerful. Had such severe back pain and he just touched my back, and the pain is gone now. And now I'm completely free of my back pain. Guruji just smiled in his own mind. Okay. And then he asked when he was going, where are you going now? He said, I'm going to my Guru. Why? Because I have a headache. So now he's going to go to Guru, and then the Guru will touch his head, and his headache will be gone. At that time, Guruji said, my Guru is more powerful than your Guru. And that person asked, well, how? So Guruji said, see, your Guru removes backache, headache, stomach ache, each at one time. And, he has to touch you and it has to go. But my Guru removes the head, removes the back, and even the stomach itself. That devotee did not like that. And he said, look, Guruji, I'm standing in front of you. You still have the head. You still have the stomach. Okay, you still have the back. How is that possible? So Guruji said, look, you have not studied Vedanta. My Guru has taught me the Vedanta, which says that you are not this body, mind, and intellect. So, that's the way it is. Like some people feel that, one Guru is more powerful than the other Guru. Okay, but there is no comparison. We should never compare the gurus like that. And so we as the Advaita Vedantins, followers of the Adi Shankaracharya, we know we are not that body at all. Okay, now let's go further. See, all diseases that we suffer are either the disease of the body or the disease of the mind. Disease of the body is known as Vyadhi. And the diseases of the mind is known as Adi. Okay. So all these diseases will trouble us only if we think we are this body and mind. If you come to know you are the Atma, you are not this body, and you do not have any attachment to this body, then we will accept the disease of the body and the mind also. And we will go through it with grace also, because we consider it is the prarabdha of the body. So we are not worried at all, and they will not affect us at that time. Guruji one time had said, pain is in the mind, suffering is optional. So I still remember long time ago, maybe about 15, 20 years ago, I think, I don't know. I was working in the kitchen in the temple. It was Thanksgiving weekend. We thought people don't come on a Thanksgiving weekend, but people just came one after another, so many, and we didn't have enough food to serve them. All of a sudden, we started making puris and some aloo and some rice, everything we started making. And the puris was in so much demand, we were frying the puris, and I was frying the puris, and each puri you have to leave it in the oil, and one puri, I did not let it go. I put whole my hand in the oil. And my whole left fingers, all the four fingers, almost up to the wrist, it got burnt. So at that time, I still continued till 6 o'clock. I continued because I put some ice and put the Ziploc bag and continued. But when I came home, I was telling Guruji said pain is in the mind, but it still hurts. So, of course, we have to go through that one. But whenever I read this one, pain is in the mind, suffering is optional. I stood in front of Guruji and said, I know what you said, but still I'm hurting. Anyway, let's go. So, pain is actually a function of awareness. So, see, when we are sleeping, are we aware of the pain? No, we are not. That's why doctors gives all those sedatives to make you to induce sleep also. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, let the disease run its course and let the body suffer. But, O mind, be you ever in bliss. Okay. So in Dakshinamurti Stotram also, it is said, in salutation to Dakshinamurti, who is Bishaje Bhava Roginam, the doctor for all diseases. Okay. So Bhagavan has that power to remove the diseases also. Nashe rogu hare sabu pida, japatu nirantara hanamata bira. See, some may not believe that just chanting Hanuman Chalisa can cure the diseases. That only shows lack of faith because they have not tried it. Actually, we will see in the 31st Chaupai where Sita ji blessed Hanumanji with the boon saying that you can bestow this Ashtasiddhi on others. Hanumanji was blessed by Dhanvantri. So Hanumanji has the capacity to remove the diseases. Dhanvantri is the god of medicine and god of healing, god of Ayurveda also. So Hanumanji has that capacity. But here the most important word is nirantara. Constantly, incessantly, all the time is the key word here. So whenever we say all the time, we always think, am I not supposed to go to work? Am I not supposed to eat? What am I going to do? Nirantara means what? Okay. That's why, Shantanandaji said during the Gita lectures, Nirantara all the time is what? When you start, of course, when you take a sankalpa, say you are going to take a sankalpa, I'm going to chant 7 times every day. That has to be done sitting in one place and concentrating. But this one, doing the japa of Hanuman Nirantara, okay, that when you start your work, tell Hanumanji, now I'm going to do my the job. So you bless me and you get into your work. But when the work is over, tell Hanumanji, I did my best. Okay, so you are remembering in the beginning and in the end, that is also Nirantara. But as I said, if you take a Sankalpa, that cannot be done when you are working. When you go for coffee break, chant Hanuman Chalisa 2 times. I say, of the 7 times, I have done 2 times. That is not going to work. When you take a Sankalpa, you have to sit in one place and concentrate and do it. But the japa of Hanumanji you can do during any time, when you are driving or whatever you are doing here. See, in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it says about this practice, how any of our sadhana can be fruitful. So the 14th sutra that says, Satu Dirgha Kala Nairantarya Satkara Sevito Druda Bhumihi. What does it mean? Satu Dirgha Kala. When the practice is sustained over a long period of time. Nairantarya, constantly with unwavering commitment, satkara and dedication, then sevito druda bhumihi, it becomes firmly established. So this is nirantara. So there should be continuity in japa of Hanumanji. What I mean is, sometimes we say, I'm going to chant 108 times of Hanuman Chalisa, and one day you chant 25 times. For the next 2 weeks, you don't chant anything. And then you start the 26th. That is not going to work. It should be a continuity. If you decide to chant 108 times, break it up. Okay, in this many days, I'm going to do it. And you stick to that one. So that is very important. Then only it has the power. So it should be Dirghakala, Nairantarya and Satkara. Swamiji also says, one can chant not only for their own health, one can chant for others also. And he talked about how it should be done. He said, you visualize the person that you are chanting for and do chanting. And at the end, visualize that person again and offer prayer to the Lord. May this person be free from this disease. So dedication works here. Nashay rogo haray sab pida. So what is the biggest disease we have? Is this cancer? No. We have the disease of ignorance. Spiritual ignorance. And that ignorance is, I don't know who I am. I think I'm this body. So how will this ignorance will go? By chanting? Just doing japa of Hanumanji constantly? Ignorance will go because Hanumanji is a gnani. When you think, when they say, you have a guru. When you think of guru and do meditation on your guru, guru blesses you. Same way, Hanumanji is a gnani. You do japa on him and he is going to bless you with knowledge also. Actually, today I was listening to Sarvapriyanandaji and he was saying that, one person was asked, you are talking about consciousness and all that. And what about the mantra that is given to us from our gurus? So Swami Sarvapriyanandaji said, your mantra is the consciousness. And he said, never give it up. So they are the same. So Guru has that ability to give you that knowledge also here. So as I had quoted this one before, Hanumanji is a gnani. When Sri Ramchandraji asked Hanumanji, who are you? And what did he say? Deha drushyatu dasoham, jiva drushya twadam shakam. Tattva-drishya tvamevaham iti me nischita matihi. So, oh Bhagavan, when I think I am the body, then you are the master and I am the servant. But when I think of myself as Jivatma, this individual soul, then you are the whole and I am a part of that one. But when I have the knowledge of the reality of this Atma, I see you are I and I am you. So Hanumanji is a gnani. So he will be able to give you that knowledge. See, we also had seen, like in the 19th Chopai, Prabhu Mudrika Meli Mukumahai Jaladi Langigai Achrajanahi. So keeping that Rama Nama in his mouth, Hanumanji crossed the ocean. and there is no wonder in it. So continuous of japa of Hanuman has the power to remove the diseases also. So this is Nashay Roga Hare Sabu Pida Japatu Nirantara Hanamata Veera. So now continuing, Tulsi Das ji says, it's not just the diseases, okay, but any kind of suffering, pain, afflictions you have, even that also is removed when you meditate on Hanumanji. So the 26th Chopai, it says, Sankatite Hanumanu Chudave, Manakrama Vachana, Dhyanujo Lave. Sankatite, from difficulty, from afflictions. Hanumana here is Hanumanji here. Chudave, he liberates, he sets you free. Whoever, Dhyana Lave, meditates upon how Manakrama Vachana, in thought, in word and deed. So Hanuman frees from difficulties all those who contemplate on him in thought, word and deed. See, Hanuman's very name is Sankat Mochan, right? Meaning, what is Sankat Mochan? The one who liberates you from difficulties. In Sankat Mochan, the shlokas, there is a refrain, and that one says, Kona hi janata jagame, Kona hi janata hai jagame kapi sankata mochana namu tiharo. So, O Lord Hanuman, who in the world does not know what your name is? Sankat Mochan, the deliverer from all the sorrows. In Varanasi, there is this Sankat Mochan temple. It's a Sita ji took us there. So I still remember that temple very well. And it is said that is the place where Tulsidas ji first saw Hanumanji in flesh and blood. That is Sankat Mochan temple in Varanasi. So in Hanuman Bahuk also, that is also written by Tulsidas ji, and he writes, Guna Ganata Namata Sumirata Japata Samana Sakala Sankata Vikata. Guna Ganata, when his virtues are sung. Namata, when he is bowed to. Sumirata, when he is remembered. Japata Samana, when his name is chanted. Sakala Sankata Vikata. Hanuman removes all dreadful difficulties. So, one who meditates on Hanumanji with their mind, action and speech, Manakrama Vachana, okay, are liberated from all difficulties. Now here it says dhyana, right? Manakrama Vachana dhyana jo lavai. So what is dhyana? Dhyana is meditation, concentration, deep reflection, and another name for dhyana is tapas. So what is tapas? Whatever is done to lift oneself from the present state to a higher state is called tapas. In simple words, tapas is to rise higher. See, this word tapa is also very interesting. See, ta-pa. But if you change those letters, pa-ta, pat. Pat means to fall. Tap means is to rise. So another meaning of tapas is self-control. And what is tapasya? Austerities of the body, mind and speech that Lord Krishna has talked in the 13th chapter. So those are the 14th, 15th and the 16th verses. So you can read in detail about that one. There he says, tapasya at the mind level is keeping a pleasant mind in all situations. Samadukka sukakshami, right? And then speech that is truthful, which is not offensive and beneficial, is tapasya at speech level. And when the body is purified with the observance of cleanliness and simplicity, non-violence and all that. And that body is used in the service of the pure and the saintly people. That is tapasya of the body. So kaya, vacha, manasa, normally we say that one here. So here, but it is said manakrama vachana. So thought is mind, that is mana. Word is speech, that is vachana. And deed is body, that is krama. So if these instruments are not pure, one cannot contemplate on the Lord. And here, the Lord is Hanumanji. So also here, Tulsidas ji says, Manakrama Vachana Dhyana Jo Lave, right? When one contemplates on Hanumanji, then with your mind, action and body, then on speech, then the results are going to come. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, that which you think, you should speak. When mind and speech unite earnestly, asking for a thing, that prayer is answered. See, it is also true even in our worldly life. Whenever we are completely focused with all our senses and energy, we will get success. If we meditate on Hanumanji with pure body, mind and intellect, he will hear our prayers and remove our difficulties. Now we see these two chopais here. Nase rogo hare sab pida, japat nirantar Hanumat veera, sankat te Hanumanu chudave, manakrama vachana dhyanu jo lave. So Tulsidas ji gives what one should do to be free of all diseases and difficulties. And you see the second line in each chopai, Japat Nirantara Hanumata Veera. And the second line in the second one, Manakrama Vachana Dhyana Jo Lave. So the second line in each chopai is our responsibility. And the first line in these chopais, Nase Rogo Hare Sabu Pida, Sankatate Hanumanu Chudavai, is Hanumanji's responsibility. So if we do our part, Hanumanji will also do his part also. So all diseases, all difficulties, as I said, it is only at the body level. Vedanta teaches us that we are not this body. How to practice this in life? And again, Swami Sarvapriyananda ji says, anything you are aware of, you are not that. Okay. So you are aware of your body. So you are not that. You are aware of your mind and intellect. You are not that. You are aware of agitated mind. You are not that. Then who am I? So I am that consciousness in whose presence I am aware of my body, mind, and intellect, and also the agitated mind. So you remember this one. Anything you are aware of, you are not that. That will help you to become less and less, decrease your attachment to the body, mind, and intellect. And again, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa ji says, you might be wondering why I'm quoting Ramakrishna Paramahamsa so many times. That little book that I have, there, for each chopai, there is this Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's quote. So I'm just saying that one, okay? So it's not that I have read Ramakrishna Paramahamsa so much that I know all these things. No, I'm copying it from that book, okay? So here Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, the more a man approaches the universal being, the newer and greater become the revelations of his infinite nature, and in the end, he merges with him through the consummation of knowledge. Okay. So now there's another word here, right? Sankata. What is Sankat? We know Sankat is, some difficulty, but what is exactly Sankat? Any situation where I don't have the ability to meet it, then it is Sankat. Okay. Guruji says, Jiva is the one who has lot of problems and limited ability. And Bhagavan is the one who has lot of abilities and no problems at all. So Bhagavan is Sarva Samartha. So either you seek from God the ability or give your problem to God, and He will take care of that one. So, if you keep thinking about this chopa is, you keep so many things comes to your mind also. So it's beautiful. And one commentator, he gives the example of cooking for the sankat. Okay, he says, if a person does not know how to cook and he ends up in a situation where he has to cook, then it is sankat for him. But on the other hand, a person who knows cooking, loves cooking, is told not to cook, then that is sankat for him. So, then what is the solution in that situation? Situations cannot be changed, right? The only thing a devotee can do is pray to Bhagavan. Bhagavan, either you give me the ability or you solve the situation. So for this to happen, one should have total faith in God. Total Shraddha should be there. So this is Sankatitai Hanumanu Chudavai Manakrama Vachana Dhyanujo Lavai. One might say, what guarantee is there that Hanumanji will release him from all the difficulties and the diseases? For that, next Chopai tells, yes, Hanumanji can do it. How? Tulsidasi says, Hanuman accomplished all the works, missions of Lord Sri Ramchandraji. Then, will he not be able to remove this little jiva's difficulties? So, the next Chopai says, Sabupar Ramu Tapasvi Raja, Tinike Kaj, Sakala Tumu Saja. Lord Rama, he is the Tapasvi Raja, renunciate king. And Sabha Para, that means he is supreme to all. And that of that king's mission, you accomplished. That means telling Hanumanji that you were able to do all his missions with great skill. So here, Swami Ramabhadracharya, he gives a little variant in the first line. We normally say Sabuparu Rama Tapasvi Raja. So he writes Sabuparu Rama Raya Sirataja. What does that mean? Sabupara, Lord Rama is supreme to all, and Raya Sirataja means the best among all the kings. So now let us take this word Sabupara. Sabupara is Sarvapara. In Hindi you can say Sabse Pare. So supreme to all. Ramji, Sri Ramchandraji is none other than that Ishvara, supreme Lord of the universe. And that Bhagavan's work, Hanumanji was able to accomplish. See, it is very easy to serve a person who is lazy or indulgent. If the master is lazy, the servant is also becomes a lazy person. But here, Tulsidas ji says, Ramji is Tapasvi Raja. Sri Ramji is not only a Raja, but he is also a tapasvi. Who is a Raja? A king, right? A king is one who takes care of his praja. He is responsible for his praja. And Sri Ramji is not an ordinary king. He is tapasvi Raja. Means he is an austere king who lives in line with the Shastras, who follows dharma, not indulging in sense pleasures. Means he is a very righteous king. And if you have to serve such a master, it's not easy. And Hanumanji has accomplished all the work of Sri Ramchandraji. See, there was one devotee who kept telling Gurudev, I want to serve you. I want to do some seva. Okay. Gurudev said, okay, tomorrow bring my filtered coffee to my room at 4 o'clock in the morning. That means this person has to get up earlier than 4, take a bath. You cannot go to Gurudev, without taking a bath. So you take a bath, make the decoction, boil the milk, and make the coffee, and be at his door 10 minutes before 4. Is this easy? Serving an austere master is not easy. But Hanumanji has served that Lord himself. Tinike kaj sakala tumu saja. Hanumanji, you have accomplished all the tasks of Sri Ramchandraji, and you are such a skillful sevak of Sri Ramchandraji. So here Tulsidas ji says, when Hanumanji has served Sri Ram Bhagavan himself, you think he cannot take care of your difficulties? Sab par Rama tapasvi Raja, tinike kaj sakala tumu saja. So never have the doubt in the ability of Hanumanji. And now continuing, Auru manorat jo koi lave, soi amita jivana pala pave. Auru manorat jo koi lave. Whoever comes to you with a wish, soi amita jivana pala pave. They alone obtain boundless fruit in this very birth. Aura manoratha. That means any desire of the mind you have, not just freedom from disease and afflictions. Jo koi lave. So this is the universality of Hanuman Chalisa. Jo, whoever it may be. Okay, it is not limited to caste or creed. But anybody, any human being. So, actually, we see so many people who don't even understand what Hanuman Chalisa is, and they cannot read the Devanagari, but they still keep chanting this Hanuman Chalisa because of the transliteration in their language. Okay, so Hanuman Chalisa is very, very popular also here. So here it says Amita, right? So you may ask for the fulfillment of a desire, but the grace and blessings of Hanumanji is such that not only your desire is fulfilled, but he gives it in immeasurable results also. See the word Amita. Mita means limited. It means something finite, something temporary. But he gives Amita, which is immeasurable results. So you ask for little thing, but Hanumanji says, no, you take this also, I'll give you this much. So he is like that. So every desire of ours will be fulfilled when we go to God with sincerity. But sometimes we don't know what we are asking also. At that time, God decides. God gives what is best for us, but not what we desire at that time. God is like a mother who is always thinking the welfare of the child. So Guruji says, God is not a wish fulfiller. God is our well-wisher. And here also, Swami Ramabhadracharya gives a little different in the second line here. He says, Tasu Amita Jivana Palapavai. And he says the meaning is he obtains the boundless fruit of that wish in this birth itself. So the implication of this chopai with that in mind is, see, all the wishes of humans are seldom fulfilled. We are so, that is the reason we have birth after birth after birth, because all our desires are not fulfilled. And even if they are fulfilled sometimes, okay, so sometimes it is after we die. They will say, the children will say, this was my father's or mother's dream and I want to fulfill this, right? But in the presence of Hanuman, all wishes of a devotee are fulfilled in this very life. Tulsidas ji in Hanuman Bahuk, he says, the name of Hanuman, the son of Kesari, is the wish-fulfilling tree, Kalpataru in Kali Yuga. So, Lord is waiting to give, so have faith in Him. Bible also says, ask, it shall be given. Knock, it shall be opened. So have faith, Bhagwan listens to our prayers. However, our desires also should be noble, dharmic desires. Okay. Amita Jivana Phala can also mean Amita Jivana. That means a long life also, or fruit of long life also. And Amita Jivana, what is actually the boundless fruit of life? At the higher level, it is the realization of the highest reality. That wish is fulfilled by Hanumanji. I already said Hanumanji is a Gnani and he is able to bestow even the Gnana on us. One Swamiji said, why Hanumanji fulfills all the desires of all the devotees? He says that is because Hanumanji does not want the devotees to go and disturb Lord Rama. So he fulfills all the desires. So nobody has to go to Sri Ramchandraji. So that is what this chopai is. Okay. So auru manorat jo koi lave, soi amita jivana phala pavai. Continuing, charo jug par tap tumhara, hai par siddha jagata uji yara. Charo yuga. Juga is yuga. Okay. And we know what the 4 yugas. Paratapa. Paratapa is splendor, brilliance. Tumhara, your. High is. Prasiddha, that is famous. Jagata Ujiyara, illuminating the world. So in all the 4 yugas, your glory is spread and the whole world is illuminated, illumined by your fame. So in all the 4 yugas, the devotees are glorifying you. That's what this chopai means here. So we all know that one cycle of creation has 4 yugas. Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga and Kali Yuga. So Sri Ramchandraji was in Treta Yuga and so does Hanumanji was also there. Then why it is said Charo Juga Paratapa Tumhara? Your influence is there in all the 4 yugas. Your presence is felt in all the 4 yugas. One reason is Bhagavan is eternal. Tulsidas ji says in Sri Ramcharitmanas, Charo Yuga, Charo Shruti, Nama Prabhu. That means in all the 4 yugas and in all the 4 Vedas, the power of the name Rama is well known. So Lord is eternal. See, even before Bhagavan manifested as Sri Ramchandra ji, as the son of Dashratha and Kausalya, he appeared with Mother Sita in his 2-armed form in front of Manu and Shatarupa. And that was in Satya Yuga. So Bhagavan's glory is eternal. And so the devotee of the Lord is also eternal. His glory is also eternal. So that's why we say Hanuman's glory is there in all the 4 yugas. And the second reason is Pavana Devata. Pavana is what? Air, right? And Pavana Devata is there in all the 4 yugas. There is no yuga where there is no air. Nobody can live also, survive. So if Pavana Devata is there, his son is also there. So he is present in all the 4 yugas also. And the third is Hanumanji is a Chiranjeevi. He lives in all the 4 yugas. It is said that he will live until the end of this Kalpa. We see him in Lord Rama's time, Treta Yuga. And we also see him in Dwapara Yuga. So we have the story of Bhima and Hanumanji. And also we have the story of Krishna and Hanumanji. And Hanumanji was on the flag of the chariot of Arjuna. So he was there in Dwapara Yuga also. And now it is Kali Yuga, right? And in this Kali Yuga, Tulsidas ji has sung glories of Hanumanji here. And not only in Hanuman Chalisa, as I said what that is, Hanuman Bahuk, Sri Ramcharitmanas, Gitavali, Kavitavali, in all those books, he has sung the glories of Hanumanji. And we are also sitting in Kali Yuga, and we are also having satsang on Hanumanji. So he is there in all the 4 yugas. And we know our Shastra says time is cyclical, right? After Kali Yuga, Satya Yuga comes back again. And Ramayana happens in each Treta Yuga. And every time Sri Ramchandra ji is manifested, there will be some difference. Not in himself, but in the events that happens around him. There is little difference. That is why we have so many Ramayanas. And Tulsidas ji calls it as Kalpa Bheda in Sri Ramcharitmanas. Okay. So that, you might say, well, in different Treta Yuga stories have happened and how people know about that one. That is because when a devotee goes into meditation, okay, then for him, different stories are all becomes manifested to him. So he writes different versions of Ramayana. That is how we have so many. Prasiddha Jagata Ujiyara, Parasiddha Jagata Ujiyara. So you illumine the whole world with your frame. And see here, Parasiddha is Prasiddha. That's what it is. And so actually because of the devotees like Hanumanji, this whole world is in harmony. Even today the world is sustained. It's only because of the goodness in the world. So real light of life is light of knowledge. Light of selflessness, life of surrender and devotion. And Hanumanji represents all these virtues. So when we read the glories of Hanumanji in any, compositions, even in Sundarkand, when you read about Hanumanji, so we get some insight, like how we should live and how we should follow Hanumanji and how we can bring Hanumanji in our life. This is the fame of Hanumanji. Hanumanji's charitra inspires not only in this Kali Yuga, it inspires in all the yugas. Okay, so this is Chopai, Charo Yuga Parutapa Tumhara, Hai Parasiddha Jagata Ujiyara. So we have covered until the 29th Chopai now. So we only have 11 more to go. So let us stop here. So and Revati is going to chant the Hanuman Chalisa. So let's all mute and let Revati chant it. Okay?
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरनौ रघुबर बिमल जस जो दायक फल चारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुर सागर जय कपीश तिनु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर स्वयं केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अतु चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए संजीवनी लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही संभाई सहस बदन तुम्हार जस गावे अस कई श्रीपति कंठ लगावे संकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित हईसा जब कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कभी गोविंद कही सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना राम मिलाए राजपद दीना तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्त्र जोजन पर भानु लियो ताहि मधुर फल जानो प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जल्दी लागी गए अजरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लाहे तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक काहो को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनों लोक आंकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपट निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम बचन वचन ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम राय सिर ताजा, तीन के काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, तासु अमित जीवन फल पावे, चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुपर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित्त न धरहि, हनुमत से सब सुख करहि, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमीरे हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, यह शत पार पाठ कर जोई, छूटे बंदी महासुख सोई, जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होए सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरिचेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय महदेरा, पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसौ सुरभूप, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय।
Thank you, Revati. Thank you. So next class, Sita is going to chant, and after that, Shobini is going to chant. Okay? Good. Okay, let us stop here. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Om Tat Sat Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Okay, before I go off, just wanted to tell you one thing. I told you that it's not only that you can chant for when you are sick, for Hanuman Chalisa. I also said, Swamiji said you can chant for others also, and how to chant also. See, somehow, I just developed this love for Hanumanji, and in the morning, at the end of my prayers, I pray Hanumanji for, I have a list of people. For all of them, I pray. And one time, it came to my mind, it said, well, all these people that I have the list on, have the list, everybody is that I know them. Okay, but I should pray for somebody whom I don't know also. And do you know who I selected? The what is that? I even forgot her name now. It's not coming to my mind. The the future queen of England. What's her name?
Kate Middleton.
Yeah,
Kate.
Kate.
Yeah.
And she was going through cancer and all those things.
But
And
even
I should pray for her. So I started praying, and afterwards I came to know, and she went into remission. And like this, in my list, 5 people got cured.
Oh, that's nice.
So, pray for somebody. We do everything for ourselves, but do it for somebody. It doesn't take long. Send them our good wishes. Okay? Thank you. I just wanted to share this with you because I want everyone to keep chanting Hanuman Chalisa all the time. Hari Om.
Thank you.
Hari Om, Geeta.
Thank you,
Hari
Geeta.
Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thank
Hari
you,
Om.
Geeta. Thank you.